One America's Trey Yingst caught up with Israel's ambassador to the U.S. to get his reaction to today's announcement. Take a look.
Mr. Ambassador, I want to thank you for joining us today on One America News.
Good to be with you on a very, very good day.
President Trump today announced the official U.S. recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. The president called this announcement a long overdue step to advance the peace process. Do you believe that recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital brings the region closer to peace?
I do. First, we have to recognize the tremendous step that President Trump took today, the first president to recognize Jerusalem as our capital. We think it's 69 years overdue. It should have been done well before there was even a peace process. Understand that Jerusalem's been our capital since 1949. All of our government, our parliament, our Supreme Court, the Prime Minister's house, the President's house, that was all there already in 1950. And this, for decades, Jerusalem was not recognized as our capital. And finally, President Trump has righted this historic wrong. As for the question of peace, will it advance peace? I absolutely think it will. It depends what you think is the reason why we don't have peace. Some people think there's this or that issue on the table, and you have to take this or that position in order to solve the problem. The reason why we don't have peace is the refusal of the Palestinians to recognize the legitimacy of a Jewish state in any boundary. There is a battle underway against Israel's legitimacy. First, it was the legitimacy of our state. Now it's legitimacy of the precise borders of the state, but it's also legitimacy over Jerusalem. There have been decisions in international institutions like UNESCO, which says there's no Jewish connection to Jerusalem. There was a decision last year, you remember, at the UN Security Council, which effectively said that the Western Wall is occupied Palestinian territory. Those types of decisions actually set back peace, because if the Palestinians say to themselves, you know, we don't have to talk with Israel, we don't have to make compromises with Israel, and guess what? The world will keep putting more and more pressure on Israel and will keep delegitimizing Israel. The president just basically punctured all of this falsification of history, all of these lies, by saying that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. And there is nobody who can tell me that there will be a peace agreement in the future where Jerusalem will not be the capital of Israel. So why not recognize it?
How do you move forward on this peace agreement that's discussed all the time, this idea of Palestinian and Israelis peace coming together? Today, the Palestinian Authority, we saw also President Abbas saying today that this action by the Trump administration actually withdrew the United States from the peace process. How do you move forward?
Well, that's ridiculous. There's not going to be another party in the international community that's going to help the sides get to peace besides the United States. They're the world superpower. They're the ones who were very active in the past at helping Israel make peace with our neighbors. We made peace with Egypt. The United States was instrumental in that. We made peace with Jordan. The United States also was instrumental in that. And I think ultimately when we make peace with all our neighbors, the United States will be instrumental. But understand, offers were put to the Palestinians on the table by Prime Minister Barak, an offer that actually gave up parts of Jerusalem, and they still rejected it. An offer was put by Prime Minister Olmert that also put up parts of Jerusalem, and they still rejected it. But again, understand, there is no peace in the future that will not have Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. And the president went out of his way to say that my recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital will not prejudge any final status issues, including Jerusalem. So all of these things to the Palestinians really are another excuse for them to avoid the potential of serious negotiations. We would welcome serious negotiations, and we're looking forward to the Trump administration's initiative. They're doing a lot of hard work. I know they're hearing from a lot of parties in the region, and we're hopeful that they can take advantage of this unique moment in the region where some of the states in a region understand finally, after many, many decades, that Israel is not their enemy, that we are a potential ally in addressing problems that they have, like Iran and the danger it poses in the region, like the forces of Sunni fanaticism. There was al-Qaeda, and then there's ISIS, and then there'll be others as well. But we stand shoulder to shoulder with them in beating this back. That can give us the opportunity to also advance peace. And we hope the Palestinians will not, once again, as Abba Eban famously said, will not miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity.